Welcome to Verizon 5G Home Internet. I'm here to walk you through the different installation methods available so you can learn what to expect with self-setup. Before you begin, you'll have to download My Verizon app by scanning the QR code when you open the box, and then you'll get full step-by-step instructions to guide you along the way. Now, I'll give you a quick overview of the process, and then we'll get into the details. The receiver will pick up a 5G signal from antennas in your neighborhood. Using the augmented reality tool, the 5G AR compass, will help you find the spot in or around your home that's closest to a 5G antenna for a strong signal. Then you'll install the receiver on either a window, interior wall, outdoor railing, or outdoor wall. The receiver then connects to the router, sending ultra-fast internet throughout your home. Before you take anything out of the box, we'll help you find the best place in your home to test for a signal. The 5G AR compass will recommend the best and closest antenna in your neighborhood. We'll then test the receiver in that spot, and if that doesn't work, we'll test outside on an exterior wall or railing. The app instructions bring me to the 5G AR compass. Let's see, where's the closest? Oh no, it says it's over here. Okay, so the arrow is pointing me over here. No, a little bit more this way. Okay, let's see. Yep, right there. All right, looks like the antenna over here is my best bet. Great, I'm gonna go ahead and test for a signal with the receiver at this window. Now let's open the box and remove the receiver. Ah, very nice. And the power adapter. I'll connect the receiver to the adapter and plug the adapter into a power outlet near the window. Once my device is connected to power, it'll boot up and my phone will connect automatically. While this is happening, I'll look for a blinking white light and then a blinking blue one. All right, great. My phone's paired. That means we're ready to test for a signal. So, first we need to hold the receiver steady against the window and make sure you're holding it vertically with the words Verizon Receiver facing away from you towards the 5G antenna. Hold it at each spot for 5 seconds while My Verizon app gives you a signal strength reading, and you look for a solid white light on the receiver itself. That's a little better. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. That's a great signal. So, now that I've found the best spot for a signal, I'm gonna mark the location by taking the sticker off of the receiver and putting it just below the spot where I'm gonna mount it. All right, let's get the receiver on the window. First, I'll open the indoor mounting box, take out the indoor bracket, window wedge, and the wipe. So first let's clean this window real quick so that everything sticks securely. Now I'll peel off the gecko tape cover and stick the bracket to the window. Make sure to press down evenly on the bracket for 30 seconds to secure it. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Next, I'll attach the receiver to the bracket, so I just line the slots up and click it into place. It looks like it's a little bit off, so I'm just gonna give it a little wiggle. There we go. Okay, cool. So since my window slides up, I'm also going to attach this little window wedge to prevent the receiver from getting knocked out of place. Just peel and stick. Then I just attach the wedge to the Velcro. Done, super easy. To keep things nice and tidy so nobody trips, I'll use these clips to secure the cable. Just peel the sticky back off, clip it onto the cable like this, and then stick it to the wall. Et voila. All right, now that the receiver is set, we're gonna switch gears and move on to the router. The router connects to the receiver and sends the Wi-Fi signal throughout your home. I'll take the router, power adapter, and Ethernet cable out of the box and get them ready. First, I'll use the Ethernet cable to connect the router to the receiver's power adapter. Red to red. Easy enough. Next, I connect the power adapter to the router, plug the other end into the wall. Great. Now I just need to wait for a solid white light on the router and I can try the speed test. So after about 10 minutes, I have a solid white light on the front of the router. Let's do a speed test real quick to see how strong my connection is. The app takes me right to it. I'm gonna hit speed test. Oh wow, great, really strong. Now my setup is complete and I can connect all my personal devices. The Wi-Fi network name and password are printed right here on the back of the router, or I can just scan the QR code with my phone and it'll connect automatically. In the case that I couldn't find a good signal at a window, no worries. I can mount the receiver right here on a wall. I just want to make sure it's a wall on the perimeter of my home. I'll grab the indoor mounting box and unpack the indoor bracket, wall anchors, and indoor screws. I'll also need a pen or pencil, drill, 1/4-inch drill bit, and screwdriver to attach the bracket to the wall. Since the strongest signal is here, I've marked the spot with a sticker just like before. Now I'll place the bracket against the wall, and using a pencil, I'll mark the spots through the cutouts where I'll drill the holes. And you better believe it's safety time. I'll grab a 1/4-inch drill bit and drill a hole at each mark. Then I'll push the anchors in like this and gently tap them in with a hammer to get them flush. Next, I'll line the bracket back up with the anchors and screw it in. Just like before, I'll line the slots up with the bracket and click the receiver into place. I'll connect the Ethernet cable to the router, then the receiver to power, and I'm all set. If you didn't find a strong signal inside, we're going to explore a couple of outdoor mounting options. Now, keep in mind, these are more advanced setups, so if you're not comfortable with DIY type projects, don't worry about it. The app will give you an opportunity to schedule an appointment with a professional. So the first outdoor installation we'll take a look at is mounting the receiver to a railing. So I'm out here on my balcony where I saw the closest 5G antenna, and I've got all my outdoor stuff with me. The outdoor bracket, the pole adapter, bracket shims, and railing ties. First, I'll take the mounting bracket with the arrow pointing up, see the little arrow right there, pointing up, and it's going to go on my railing just like that. I'm going to run the railing tie through the front and then out. Cool, so now this guy's ready to grip onto my railing. So I'm going to put it on the railing and tighten these up. There we go. I like to put it on the corner of the rail so that there is no extra slack. If I were using a circular railing or round railing, then I would have to use the pole adapter and slide it in behind this, but I have a square railing, so I'm not going to need this. Once the bracket is on nice and tight, I will take the cover off of my receiver by sliding it up and then put it down for now. Then I'll turn the device around so that the words Verizon Receiver are facing the 5G antenna. I'm gonna hold on to the cable while I connect the receiver to the mount to make sure it doesn't fall and hurt somebody. Then I will just slide in the bracket shims to lock it in. I'll place the cover back over it and slide it up to lock it. All that's left to do is run the Ethernet cable inside, then I'll power up the router and I should be good to go. If mounting on a railing isn't an option, you can mount the receiver on an exterior wall of your house that faces the 5G antenna. If you rent or live in an apartment, ask somebody, don't just start drilling into any building. Here is the outdoor mounting box. I've also got my hammer, drill, 1/4-inch drill bit, pencil, and screwdriver. This is the wall where I found my signal. So I'll take my outdoor mounting bracket, arrow facing up, and put it flat against my wall. Now my wall has siding, so I'm gonna need to use a siding wedge. I'm gonna slip that onto the back of my outdoor bracket. And it looks like my siding is a little bit too thick for one, so I'll have to double up on my siding wedges. If you've got a flat wall, you don't need to use siding wedges at all. It looks like a good spot. Then I'll mark the mounting spot with my pencil through these holes that have screw icons. So using my drill with my 1/4-inch drill bit, I'm gonna drill 2 holes in the spots that I just marked with my pencil. Then I'll take my anchors and put them into the holes. Then I'll grab my hammer and tap them in so that they're flush with the wall. Now I can grab my mounting bracket and siding wedge, line it up with these holes, then grab my screws and drive them through the holes that I just made. Okay, looks good. I'll slide the receiver cover down to unlock it. Put it aside. Next, I'll line up the slots with the words Verizon Receiver facing out and click it into place. Next, I'll take my bracket shims and slide them in on both sides. To finish, I'll replace the receiver cover and slide it up to lock it into place. Time to take care of these cables. First, I'll need to take the cable ties and cable clips out of the box. With the window open, I'll slide the Ethernet cable through leaving myself plenty of slack. So let's use the clips to secure the cable to the wall. Take the extra cable and wind it in a loop, then bind it with a tie. Then let's hang that to a clip. Make sure the cable is beneath the receiver and the window so that rainwater drips away from them. Then you're going to connect the Ethernet cable to the receiver's power adapter. If you need it, use the extra Ethernet cable with this cable adapter to reach. I'll also tidy up the cable with the clips just like this. Now I'll connect to the router just like I showed you before. So whether you're inside or outside, My Verizon app will guide you through setup every step of the way. The app made it really easy to follow the process. Enjoy your new, fast, reliable Verizon home internet.